This video is for a man who wants to speak to another man about his issues, okay? Oftentimes we can't because guys don't do that. But today I'll tell you exactly how to get that dynamic going, how to teach the other dude how to do this for you and how you can do it for him. And so I'm going to run you first through male psychology and then the exact conversation you need to have in order for this to work out, in order for this dynamic to hit the ball rolling, to get on the road. This will be very beneficial for you, as it was for me, to process your emotions and things that are going on inside you a lot quicker. That's literally all it does. You won't be here, struggling with this issue for years to come. You'll be able to process it in months, if not weeks. Okay, I've seen this countless times with my friends and with myself. So, here we go. First off, male psychology. You have to understand, as a man, you probably already know this, just haven't put the words to it. When you have an issue, you don't dwell on the issue, you dwell on the solutions to it. So what can I do to fix this? And once you have that done, you'll tell yourself, okay, I'm the only one who can fix it. I have to do this on my own. And you do it on your own. So that looks like, okay, what's the problem? What's the solution? How can I do it on my own? We're very solution focused as men. So when you come to a guy with a problem, he'll be like, okay, here's a problem. Here's how you can solve it. And you should do it by yourself. So he'll give you a solution you can do on your own. So he'll say, okay, bro, go to the gym, build some confidence, bro. Hey, bro, play with my dog. It'll make you feel better. Stuff like that. Oh, here, have a beer with the boys with us. It'll be fun, bro. No. In this case, the solution is to speak about the problem and to do it together. So the whole dynamic will change. The whole dynamic of the way we think will change in this sort of speaking about your problems kind of thing. So when it comes to the actual conversation here, you first off need to hold the conversation to a standard. I say the conversation, you're not holding him, you're not holding yourself, you're holding the conversation to a standard. And this will require you to own your shit. It'll require you to own what you're going through automatically. Here's what you do. You go up to the conversation, the person you want to talk to, and you're like, bro, today I'd like to speak about my issues. Can we do that today? I'm going through some stuff. I'm feeling low and down, and just talking about it I'll be able to clear my head, and I'll feel a lot better. Can we do that today? And if he says yes, there you go. Standard set for the conversation. You guys sit down. You guys start talking. You're gonna run into two hurdles. One of them being he might go off topic and talk about basketball or music or girls, but you need to talk about yourself, right? That's what you've said in the beginning of the conversation. And this is where you hold him to a standard and you say, hey, bro, tomorrow we can talk about that. Right now, I need you. I need you to talk to me about what's going on inside of myself. Okay, I'm sorry, but tomorrow. When you say that, he'll understand and he will stop doing it. Okay, the second hurdle you might run into is he'll just be quiet. There'll be moments in the conversation where you need him to put an input, right? You'll be yabbering on and then silence. And he needs to now say something because you've just been talking way too long. And that's not very beneficial either. You can't rant. Ranting about your problems doesn't solve them. It doesn't allow you to process it a lot of the time. It just makes you more angry, okay? It makes you more insert emotion. So you need to process it, and the reason the dude is there is for you to process it with him. He will then say, but that's not true, bro. What about this? Oh, how did that affect you? That's what his job is about. It's like, oh, okay, carry on, keep talking. That's what he's there for. So you have to tell him, bro, I need you to ask me some questions here. Put in some input, bro. You're allowed to do that in this type of conversation, okay? He doesn't know he's allowed to do that. He's never had this conversation before. You got to understand, these dudes, they don't know how to console you. You can't pretend like they do. You have to guide him. and say, okay, bro, I'm feeling like this, and I'd really appreciate it right now if you ask me a question. I'd really appreciate it right now if you told me if there's a little issue or not. Okay, you are allowed to put an input, by the way, dude. That's how the dynamic is. And when you tell him that, he will put in more input, and the conversation will actually start flowing, and you'll work through your issues. There you go. Autistically, how the conversation goes. By the way, because you put the standard on the conversation, you tend to just own your stuff a lot more easily because this is what you're here for. Okay, that's why we put the standard in the beginning. It's for both of you. So now that you've processed everything, now that you speak to this person, the dynamic will look like this for the rest of your life with this guy. He'll come to you. You have to make it a transaction where he can come to you as well and talk about his stuff. If he's not allowed to do that, you will lose this guy. You don't want to lose your friends, okay? You're not the only one who's allowed to speak about their problems. He is as well, and you have to make that known. So at the end of the conversation, be like, hey, bro, you can come to me as well. I know I spoke about this. I'm really thankful for this. You have to say thank you. You have to make him feel important for it so he keeps doing it, okay? I'm very grateful for you, bro. Thank you so much. This was great. I feel so much better, so much more alive. If you ever have similar issues, come to me as well. We can work through them as well. And then oftentimes he'll actually come to you with his issues as well because he has no one else to talk to. And that dynamic just continues growing for the rest of your life until the point where he can process the death of his grandmother in like an hour and a half while you guys are walking. Obviously, he doesn't process it completely, but he processes it a lot quicker. You'll also process where you want to go in life, the direction you're moving towards a lot quicker. Okay, so there you go. This is how you have a conversation with a dude. I hope you found some value in this video, and I'll see you later.